Hey, what's going on everyone? This is YoeYoursTruly, back for the next video. Today we're gonna be doing some Feng Mao mid. I was trying to do offlane, but then there's a cringe mortgage offlane pick, and that made me very sad. And I'm like, you know what? I think August going against the mortgage offlane, me going against Grim mid is just a much nicer for both of us. Because I think the August can kind of clap the mortgage because he has the range to CC to shove off easily. And then for me, like, I can just get on top of this Grim pretty easily. I may get bullied on the early levels, but then as soon as I get like 3 abilities, or even with my dash at level 2, I can start to kind of cook onto this Grim. He's just gonna have a lot of good wave pile because of his like wave clear, but then I can easily match that once I get Mindrazor or Barbaric Cleaver in general. I do really want to do a Offlane because the whole purpose of me trying to showcase Feng Mao is like showcase how he's just much nicer to play offlane with like the minor augments where he heals when doing damage to heroes, so he kind of sustains much easier against offlane matchups. And then like the new like Seismic Smash just being like a CC ability is pretty nasty on Feng Mao. Alright, we popped both our shields and nothing happened because I thought he's gonna kill me as soon as I go in, but I think he just used it as soon as I went in and I dodged it or something. But yeah, now we're starting to have some pretty good way to like adjust him on the wave. I'm gonna look at left because I did request August, hey, let's lane swap, so I kind of want to give this August a bit more love, but Yuri got to that first, so well played by her. I think Mortgage offlane is super cringe. I'll keep saying it over and over until it gets nerfed to the ground, and for whatever reason, Amanda does not want the Mortgage offlane, even though it actually is like super good. Alright, I guess Yuri will take the river buff. I can't really do much on that. I don't have smites. Okay. I think we just go on Grim. Alright, that's his blink. I don't think I kill with my E, so I can't really go in anymore, unfortunately. And yeah, I don't think I have the kill when it's even killed Grim. I was sort of thinking about blinking on being on top of him, but I just don't think I have the damage. But if Yuri's gonna chill right here, I might try to set him up for a kill. Alright, looks like she might be backing. That's fine, we can just reset. I just need to get my Mindrazor power spike, and then I can start having a lot more kill pressure on this Grim. So that's fine. Yuri's left. Unfortunately, enabling the mortgage mid pick offlane pick. Disgusting behavior. Thank you, Feng Mao. I'm glad you agree right there. What very nice timing to say that voice line, I must say. And Grim did agree to stay in lane, so we can catch the wave, push it out, and maybe go roam like right side. Because I think we get level 6 really soon. Need one more minion. I just missed the river buff, so I don't get 6. So I kind of have to clear out this wave first, really fast. There we go. We have 6. Now we have the little fun knock-up ability along with the execution. And again, you always beat me to the punch away because they're all low. But I might be able to still go after them. I can just blink in. I can take this wall over here. Wait. No. I think what happened is like Twin Blast level up last second. So he's able to like get outside the execution range. This is very scuffed. I'm very... Oh? Please, no. Let me live. I have to clean this escape. Do I execute off this? I did not. I got hit by Yuri still. Very sad. And again, my settings have reset a while back, and I haven't played Feng Mao in 5 minutes, so that's if my ultimate actually casted like I want to, since it was on, it used to be on instant, I think I killed the TP right before he leveled up right there. That was just so unlucky chain of events right there, I must say. Yo, emoting on the Mogish Offlane and getting the kill? That is my jungler. Mad respect. Always emote. Be the most BM you can against this cringe pick. Please, just please keep being cringe. Not being cringe. Please, like, keep doing that. I like it. So we did some kind of chunk damage. Okay, XD, XD. That was a huge XD moment. I love it.
Much improved.
Well, why is Mogish ganking mids? Well, that... And she's emoting too for a cheese gank? That is crazy that she just went for that. Okay, I need to go like sit on this Mogish super hard. Even more so I am thinking kind of like doing the Omen second so I can reduce my cooldowns when I do go in. I'm not really caught up to speed on some of the more Feng Mao builds, but I think ability haste is still very good at the moment. I kind of want to catch this wave because it's a cannon wave. But what are you doing? What are you doing? He has no blink, so I could fish for a kill. Yeah, that's nice. That's why, like, I knew as soon as I have Mindrazor, I have like the kill range to actually killing like the Brim. And we know he has no blink, so very well played by JoeYoursTruly. Oh my god, this Mogish is actually just okay. Dude, that is so cringe that she's starting to like come mid now. After just getting clapping off lane. But luckily, with the ultimate, it's actually a very good escape to it. We needed to, as you guys saw, because we knocked up the Mogish and we just kept walking away. Very, very nice.
Wise choice.
You know, like Tyranny could be really nice if you want to go for more ultimate focused build and more health too, so we don't get squished. So I might actually build Tyranny third or fourth. I have to definitely build like a little bit more penetration before I go that to try to get more like burst damage, right? So I think like Perforator just it's a very good spiking tool for even more damage, and slow too is very nice. So I might go that this game. He might be mid right side if he's that just well he left. I was saying we can maybe like dive the Grim, I mean. On be out, very nice. We got tower. Nice. So one thing that makes this augment really OP on Feng Mao is it gives you so much like flexibility on how you want to like, how do I say it, use it, because you're not always going to get the execution, but you can use it to knock people up and then like combo into a kill. Unfortunately, I'm gained here a little bit too late, and yep, Mogish is already backing. I mean, I'll take the tower then. I think I take it before Mogish backs. So like that was a good example of where like I wasn't exactly in kill wait for Grim, but I can knock him up, so it makes it easier to go for the kill right afterwards. So because at first I thought it was redundant to have a knock up on the execution ability, but then I realized, oh wait, it does make your ability have way more flexibility in how you want to use it. Because like if you have 5 people in front of you, I think going for the CC knockup is really good. Just saying. So I do think we go next or Orders. I think we go next. I think it's just more liable burst damage anyways. And they really not a super tanky team. So let's actually go Trident. Kind of go early for the Mortgage because her healing gets pretty dang annoying as the game goes on. And the Yuri has some healing too we can negate. I think we can get the TP heal. Knock both them up, and then now you see what I mean? Again, like I'm not in execution range, but then I can knock both of them up and do my combos to like finish them off. Because if you wait too long to get the execution off, they can CC you or blink away. But if you use it early like that when they don't expect it, then it's like they have no way to get out of that anymore. So like the more I'm like actually playing with this like Augment, the more I'm in love because I think this kind of solves one of the biggest issues with Feng Mao is that like you're so restrictive when you can't get the execution off, but then that's when you get this Augment, now all of a sudden your ultimate becomes like a very strong CT tool as follow-up for you to actually kill people or use it to cut away from people. It's like very flexible. It's crazy how much value this Augment gives for this Augment. We blocked the E. Grim show up. I'm sure probably like use it on him. I just saw him too late as soon as I whipped that ult. But that was still good, all things considered. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Tyranny. I think playing around with my ultimate more this game, especially with how strong it is, it's very, very good. Plus, 400 health is pretty massive on the otherwise very squishy stealth character like Feng Mao. So I'm definitely gonna try to whip Tyranny on him as a first item. We have enough damage, now we just need to like survive a bit more, play 4 items that plays into our build better. Because 53 build to haste, we can go Painweaver as a 5th item. That's when the items start to pop up pretty hard. And yeah, it looks like they're on Feng too. I'm gonna get the Mox is like right there. I'm gonna know them. I think going for this is like way more important. And now we can finish it. Mox is sword and mist still. Nice. I don't even need to whip my ultimate right there. We just use the next to like do the burst damage and get back on top of him. I think we kill Mortgage if we do find her and do our full combo. So I'm trying to see if we can hunt her down anywhere. But it seems like she just took a reset. Yeah, it looks like she kind of passed a little bit weird. So we can get River. But great buff, we could maybe chase down the Grim. Alright. She might ult us, but then we have Q to save ourselves. Alright, we use like Q to block that. Oh, TP took it like a champ, so appreciate it.
Wise choice. Let's have another unleashed spree.
Oh, I blink very weird right there. Alright, we got the kill still. Nice. I got the knockup at least, so we got the follow-up right afterwards. And now with the team wipe. Let's go. We are cooking my heal. We can maybe do it. I'm kind of low HP, so it's kind of sketchy. They're all sparring in already. I think we can whip this. Oh, they're just gonna FF right there. Makes sense because I keep saying Mortgage Offlane is super cringe. It does have a weakness, and it is like it usually falls off mid to late game where you have the team fight, and Mortgage is pretty bad in team fights because You obviously can't abuse the healing when people push you down, and the fact that you don't have a front line. And guess what? They had no front line because Victor is a support. You can't really tank for the team, and then you have a assassin that can definitely not tank for the team. So very, very good stuff. With Lummi too, like we actually got into a game with Lummi. I kind of forgot to mention that, and she was cooking with the Yuri pick, as you guys saw. So very, very nice stuff. So this is a offlane game, but I swapped the mid immediately with the August. As soon as I saw the mortgage, I just did not want to play against that hero. That is just so AIDS. But we did got some Feng Mao mid actions, and maybe a little bit bait. We'll call this a offlane game, but in reality, we've swapped the mid. But that's why I'm gonna try to do a second game right here in the sec, where it should be an offlane game. Hopefully, like I'm hoping we don't go against a mortgage again offlane, and then it's like, okay, we're going against mortgage offlane, then I guess we're gonna deal with it, because I do want to make this an actual offlane Feng Mao game, not a mid, even though he is pretty nasty if you play it right, as you guys saw right there. So let's jump into the second game right here, guys. Alright, we're back with the second game right here, and this time we're not going against the mortgage offlane cringe pick, so we actually can go offlane and not request kindly to our mid to swap. But it's gonna be, it's still grim mid, but it's Omega Ice Pit that's actually a very good AC player, and it's gonna get my face mid with that augment that makes her E do more damage. So that might be a lost cause, but maybe the phase can kind of cook. So we shall see. And we're going against like the Weaponess, Supero. Like I kind of recognize him. He's actually a very good AC player. So we are somehow going to get the WAC comp with both ADCs are very good players. So this might be a very how they say it, scary game. But luckily we are assassins, so we can find a way to kill them. It's just we have the damage to like what do you call it? Be able to like find the opportunity to go onto them.
Such power.
Wow, that E is so short. Unfortunate. He walks into us, so now we're going to take a trade. Because it's just very important to abuse his level advantage as much as I can before he gets level 2, and before he gets like his E and B, that kind of stuff. He's going like Cypher nerf that allows him to execute better with his Q, especially when he's like farming, right? But I think his best augment is one that gives you dash reset when you hit people with your ultimate. So we don't, at least we don't have to worry about the double dashes, but I guess to say what it's gonna hyper bomb this game if it's going that augments. I somehow missed that. And then that's super late. I definitely could like play that much cleaner, so I can punish the set while freezing the wave like that much easier. But the wave is gonna crash regardless, it's just massive right now. I just can't go for the kill until I get ultimate, which allows me to execute the set walk when he gets like kind of low right there. Okay, so he's pretty much just going for the like super farm this game. So we're gonna actually go immediately second, since that item is actually very good against someone like Sevog that has a lot of HP. Be good against the Chimera too, since he's be pretty bulky as well. Nice. For some reason, we got the kill with the last tick. It was kind of sketchy because I wasn't sure that's going to kill 100%, especially if he blinked immediately, but he didn't. So luckily, we were able to get that last hit of the E to kill him right there, as you guys saw. So very nice stuff. Like, Feng Mao is very satisfying to tower dive with, because as long as you get the kill, you can just dash out immediately. So a lot of people use your mobility very aggressively to actually secure kills, which some assassins, you can't do that because or just kill the general use your mobility to go in, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm actually gonna grab these 2 balls. But like, usually it's kind of sketchy if you use mobility to get the kill, and then okay, do I have blink, or do I have a way to survive long enough to get out? Which is not always the case. But lucky for Feng Mao, you get the reset as long as you get the kill. So we're still going Mindrazor for some of that mana and wave clear. So Mutilator to speed out second item, and then probably Trident third to kind of count the healing on the Chimera and Sivok. So this is gonna be probably one of those games where I just have to like keep farming right side a lot. I want to like punish the Grim mid, but then as soon as I do that, I lane like Sivok just gets some free farm, which is not ideal, I would say. And Rampage only level 3, gets a Chimera level. That is so rough. He needs to go farm. my Rampage needs to go farm. He's really struggling right now. And he is doing Tainted Trident and he's down levels, so he's gonna be super squishy if he's behind on levels. That is pretty bad. Nice. Getting those like I think Chimera's on this side, so I should actually be just a little careful of a gank. But I have my RB coming up in the 6, so I'm kind of chilling now. I might actually go mid because I think Grim just getting really comfy with the phase. So we can punish that. Or not, because Chimera is now over here. Alright. He is just invading us, so it's kind of how they say it. I can't exactly farm my side because then Chimera's gonna come in for a net free gang. So I'm gonna go look at mid instead, see if we can kill the Grim since he is getting greedy for the kill. He did blink that, because if he didn't, he get the knock up, and then I'll finish off with my E, most likely. So he did smart by just like blinking immediately. But I have blink to go in again. Oh, she almost got it. Like she blinked out, but she took one last tower shot still. Okay, I was thinking about going on Chimera and fighting with my minion wave there, but as soon as Revan show up, then it's kind of like cook. And the whole time I was doing that, Seb was getting free farm, and that's the one thing I do not want that to keep happening, because him getting free farm with that kind of passive that's very focused on farming is not ideal for us. Not ideal. Yeah, he even got the farmer one, so he's just trying to go for max stacks super fast this game. So it's kind of cringe that he's just playing. Wait, he just kind of when then he's probably gonna ult me away, but at least we don't. At least he doesn't have that for 5 minutes, and we can still go for the kill if he still sticks around. Just trying to like see if we can get him low enough to where the next combo we do, we'll kill him. But it looks like he's gonna take the reset instead, which is fine. I'm gonna farm. I could probably kill the Grim, maybe, but that's the maybe. That's not guaranteed. I think taking this tower down might be way better for me, so I can get more goals. So it's a lot easier for me to like actually go for the kills when I really want to later. And yeah, we get this tower because we do a lot of damage as soon as the armor falls off, and he doesn't have ultimates to stop us. They're very good. And that's another time we kind of try to ult us immediately and just really fail. I actually can't leave because Sivok will take this tower, and I do not want him to get that free farm, so we'll let him like push into us. Knock him up so he doesn't like try to go for the kill. Like I wasn't sure he's gonna ult us. Now he does. Oh no! I didn't dash fast enough. I think if I got behind him, I think I would kill. He played that well. It's just kind of bummer that I was already half HP, so he got away with that play anyways. And it's pretty sad. But I get Crest. And I'm Muti, so I think I kind of clapped the Sivok now. So I'll actually wait in base a little bit to actually get my Mutilator power spike. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit sweaty because, again, like the two players I'm playing now that are really great Z players are the ones that are the biggest threats right now. Luckily, we can shut them down. The problem is, if Rampage is not doing good for us, then it's very hard for me to go for the backline kill. because they won't be low HP usually. Usually we have a mage that can kind of get them poked down and then I go in. But this is the phase in mid we're talking about, so that may not be as feasible. Oh wow, my TB is cooking them. Well played. Wait, attack left. Nice, we got the kill. And Sevlok is just farming and split pushing, I mean, so it is just like very annoying that I really want to roam and shut down the WAT comp, but I can't because it's a Sevlok that will only split push this game. But luckily, I think we shut him down. We might honestly go Infernum this game, because I think like Infernum with Mindrazor is actually a very good combo for the mana scaling, in my opinion. He's farming the 5 camp, but there's a big wave that I just don't want to ignore. So I might go Infernum because that might just be a very good way to deal with like the Sevlok with having both Mutilator and Infernum. So I might go Tainted Trident Force instead in this build pass. Nice. We were able... I predicted that Sevlok was gonna ult there, so that's why I sat behind a little bit to bait it out, and I did, and I didn't get hit by it, and that allowed me to get the kill. I had to burn Blink still, but it was still like a very good read on the Sevlok because I know Sevlok players in and out, because Sevlok is the hero that has been around since early access, and Sevlok players will always play the same way since early access, and that is they use the ultimate to get away instead of using it to actually get the kill. It is pretty sad, I won't lie. Because whenever I play Sevlok, I usually use the ultimate to go for kills, because I think Sevlok, OG Sevlok is known for ulting people and then like ruining them and then just going ham on them. But Sevlok players in this game use it as a defensive tool, which is kind of not a gamer mindset in my opinion. Alright, let's see. I kind of want to help this Feint Tooth, but there's really nothing much to do. I'm trying to see if there's anything to steal, but there isn't. Maybe go for Web, honestly. Bellica sees me, so... Nice. That phase is kind of cooking a little bit. She's like doing much better. She's 73, yeah, she's doing much better than I thought she would. Because it's not like, I don't think phase mid is bad, it's just she's going against a very good mid player, like Omega Iceman, but the fact that she's cooking on this build is so good. Wait, is there a ward here? There's no... I guess there's a ward there, because there's no way that Graham knew I was right there. Oh wait, I'm trying not to... I'm really not trying... Oh no. I wasn't trying to buy block, I was trying to go in to eat the Sevlok, but I'm just kind of unlucky. Oh, I missed I was trying to go for the double knockup, but I'm just whiffing it completely. Oh my god. Oh, the resets goes very crazy on this pick. Oh my god, that phase was cooking against that web. Wow. Just wow, dude. We are cooking against this team. Like, it was kind of close, and now, like, we're starting to cook. I'm starting to roam finally and get some kills, and then the phase mid is actually popping off. Huge respect, dude, honestly. On-hit build is, yeah, like, this is actually really well built, because Crystal First is like a really cheap but strong power spike item. So, she has the tech down. Like, she has the tech and the build down very well, I must say. Very well played.
Earth Shatter is ready.
Deal 65%. I have to try that out. I'm not sure when I'm going to try out because I may not be able to do this phase mid before I leave for Alaska. Oh, if I turned around and got the knockup, he would have died. That is sad. I didn't flick hard enough for that. But we still got like all that damage off, and we got the kill afterwards still with the phase Bellica going to follow up on that. That works right here. Do we get a walk for the? Trying to predict the ultimate. Won't matter because it dies. Yep, I'm gonna look at Fame Revenant. He should run into us as he's trying to retreat from the TP. But he might actually try to go for the kill. Except it's gonna be the FF right there. Just when things were finally coming to like together with our build, it's gonna be the FF by the enemy team. But it was still a very good showcase of this Feng Mao pick. This is why we like Nitro mode, because like if it's like a normal like ranked game mode or like a quick play, a 15-minute game would be like just enough for 2 items and then GG's, right? But we got like most of the build online and got some really good high intensity action still, despite all things. So still a good game by itself, and especially since we have like the mid game that we can combine with this, it's gonna make a very good, well-balanced game. Well, I like doing longer games or longer videos where it gets to like 45-50 minutes from like 2 games back to back. But I do realize in this day and age, trying to commit to a long video that's 50 minutes on YouTube is just not cutting it, right? It's like think of like TikTok and why it's so popular. It's because you get the best content and less in the minutes. So it's just like the content of like social media and also like the games nowadays, like the online games. They're very good. They're very big on having quicker but satisfying games to play into. And I think unfortunately, quick play in this like Predecessor doesn't really work that well. Because it's because I think the mobile genre needs to kind of evolve in a sense. Like the mobile genre of seeing through like a 30-minute game per game for just a normal game is just like it doesn't work in this day and age. You have to give a good experience in like 20 minutes or less. Like it should be ideally around 15 minutes, which we did kind of got that. So I do think the reason why ARAM 2 is like so popular in League. It's like the only game mode in League where you get that satisfying rush of gameplay that's very quick and easy to dive into. And even if you have a bad ARAM game, you get out of that pretty quickly. Much like this game, where they can get out pretty quickly either through like the FF or we just end the game, because I think we could end the game in like 2 more minutes, but instead they just FF pretty early right there. Not pretty early, but they kind of did it before it got to that point. So what this boils down to is this is why I like Nitro a lot, because I think my content has always been best when I can showcase like different hero matchups, more of the build showcase, and just more like different games, because I'm not gonna always go 6-1. Sometimes I'll have a rough laning phase and then I can come back, or sometimes I go get super stompy, and that's not and that game by itself not necessarily a good way to showcase the hero, even if that game turns out to be 30 minutes. So that's a long enough ramp. I really am a big fan of Nitro. And I do kind of have a hot take that I might put out as a separate video pretty soon on that. So definitely be in the lookout for that. Because I do think it's a hot take, but I think it's one of the things that needs to be said. Because I do think it's one of those things where it can drastically improve the game if Augments decide to go in that direction. But that's enough rambling for me. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If not already, could subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single beat by yours truly. But hope you guys have a great rest of your day here. Peace.